What's up, everybody? Metro Drive, number 67. I'm quite certain that's the right number this time. So, your network is your net worth. I made a blog, seems like forever ago now, but it was putting an estimated value on the network of the jiu-jitsu community specifically. And I placed it somewhere, just ballpark. It's actually probably more than this. Somewhere around $50,000. That's $50,000. And that's, depending on who you talk to, how long you're in it, that's probably conservative. And so you can say that's ludicrous. How can you say that? Well, anybody, any business, and I'd contest this. I'll put this out there. Let me know if you think this is inaccurate. Anybody, any salesman, any businessman, any professor in college, anybody who has gotten any type of real success had access. They had a good network. Plain and simple. They had people with connections that could get them connected. It's long been said it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's absolutely true, though you don't want to be completely ignorant. And so, where else? I was talking with a buddy of mine, his purple belt, local businessman. Where else can a 17-year-old share the mat with a 55-year-old millionaire, outrank the millionaire, and here's the kicker, this is it, have instant rapport and camaraderie with them? I trust our jiu-jitsu family at Metro way more than the general population. Even if I have no idea what their resumes look like. I know what some of them do, but if they were just write on a sticky note for a job application we had, applied, and then someone else had an amazing resume, I'm like, but this guy, I know he's got because one, it requires a certain amount of work ethic to even train jiu-jitsu. Lazy people don't train jiu-jitsu, at least not for long. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication. People with attention, who have people who don't really focus or can't pay attention, don't really train jiu-jitsu for very long, right? You need to be able to zoom in, stay focused on the move. And so those are just a few things. And if I encouraged the team last night. I was like, listen, get to know the people around you. Don't just hang out with your contemporaries. That's something I did a long time ago. I remember chasing this client for 6 or 7 months. One of the just biggest clients in my old industry. And I did everything, right? I did everything trying to lock him down, and he was ghosting me. And I was rolling with this brown belt one time, and he was a little bit older than me, probably 15, 20 years old. He's like, what do you do? I told him. He's like, oh yeah, buddy of mine's in that industry. I was like, what? What's his business name? He called me back the next day. Okay, I was like, just give me a plug, tell him I need 10 minutes of his time. He called me back the next day, ended up being one of our largest clients. Okay, and that's not uncommon. If you talk to jiu-jitsu people, that happens a lot. We have people on the team who have been hired from people on the team, several of them. And that's just if you get the in. Not to mention your network of just being around people who are doers and action takers rather than procrastinators and excuse makers. Boy, man, you gotta pay big money to be in groups like that. Okay? In business, we're talking business groups, consulting groups, things like that. You gotta pay big money. So now you're not only learning jiu-jitsu, you're in a right network at your school. And that's probably honestly one of the main reasons I keep training. Not to mention mental health and things of that nature. So guys, if you're looking to improve your network, full of winners and action takers, we can help you out with that. Our network, I'm proud. I boast about these guys and gals all of the time. I am Coach David with Metro Jiu-Jitsu. As always, I will see you on the mats.